Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's your old pal, Mr. Butter, coming back at you. And lately, I have been grabbing a lot of dunk lows early from Goat because it seems like the price has been reasonable. I grabbed the Fossil Rose, the Vast Gray, the Coconut Milk, and this is the last pair that I've grabbed here recently. They're referring to these as the Black Panda dunk lows, and you'll see why here in a minute. If you're into kicks and you feel like hanging out, then hit that subscribe button. Let's look at these dunk lows in the Black Panda colorway. All right, so nothing really out of the ordinary here at all. Same orange Nike box that I've been getting on all my dunk lows here recently. As I said, this did come from Goat. I'm not sure when these will be dropping in the US. They dropped overseas like just about all dunks do before they come to the US, and a lot of times you can kind of grab them before anybody knows about them, and the prices are pretty decent. I grabbed these for 150 bucks before fees, so they probably cost about 170 after fees and that sort of thing. There is a high version of these on the Nike app in the US right now, but only GS sizes are available. So I don't know if there's also going to be a high version coming to the US for adults as well. It's hard to say with shipping being the way it is. But anyhow, standard Nike box, nothing out of the ordinary. The tag reads Nike Dunk Low Retro, and the colors are black, white, and off noir. It's very evident why they would refer to these as the Black Pandas. You can see that it's got black and white just like the Dunk Low Pandas has, but instead of having a white base, they kind of gave us this flat black color, and the leather on the base has a lot more texture than what all the overlays does. I don't know if you can pick that up on camera or not, but it's got a nice, it's not quite tumbled, but on the side panels and then on the toe box, you can just see that it's got a lot more texture than what we have for the overlays like on the mudguard and that sort of thing. But it also just looks a lot more flat in shine than what the leather on the mudguard and then going up the eye stays and around the back does. But I think it's really neat the way that it's kind of blacked out. I love this heel tab. I love that that's just black leather and it's got black stitching that says Nike. I'm hoping you can see that. I had to come up into the shade just because the sun was beating on me down there too much. Then you'll also see that blacked out coloring on the tag. And it's a black tag, but it says Nike and has a swoosh in black. But I think these are really, really dope. Like I said, I grabbed these for 150 bucks, and I'm not suggesting that these will go as crazy as the Pandas do. I've actually had the Pandas before, but I moved them. Every pair that I've gotten, I've moved them out of the collection just because to me, they're just kind of plain. I mean, I like them, they go with everything, but whenever I get a pair, there's just always something that I want more for that price range. You know what I mean? So I always just kind of convert it into something different. But I definitely think these are a really dope pair. I mean, black and white is real easy to style with just about anything. And the quality seems really good. The shape of them's nice. The toe box seems nice and kind of streamlined. It's not like a real sharp 90-degree angle there at the front of the toe box, which I like. And I just think they're pretty dope. I think they're pretty cool. But getting into the review, of course, this being a dunk low, we've got a standard dunk tread pattern, pivot point in the front, Nike branding there at the midfoot, and it's all in that nice black color. Looks good. And then as we come up from that, the black outsole meets a bright white midsole, and it's got bright white stitching. Just looks nice and clean. And then straight up from that, on the mudguard, we've got this black smooth leather, and it's just got a little bit different of a finish than what this flat black leather on the toe box and the side panels has. But I like how, I just like that contrast. I think that's really neat looking. But this leather on the mudguard and then going up the eye stays and on the back of the shoe, it actually feels really nice. It feels nice and soft. Like, these materials seem better than the norm for GR Dunks. But then, like I mentioned before, on the toe box where we have those perforations, hopefully you can see, I don't know if you can or not, so apologies if you can't, but it's just got a little bit more texture. Not quite tumbled, but it's got a neat texture to that leather, and the shine is different on that too. So when you're looking at the shoe, you just see a little bit of contrast from the overlays and the base of the shoe. But we've got that leather there on the toe box, and then the side panels. And then we have it here up around the collar and where you see that stitching in the back. And I like the contrast of the bright white swoosh and then the bright white laces. I just think that it pulls the shoe in together pretty well with this bright white midsole. I think it's a really balanced looking shoe, if that makes sense. But like I already mentioned, this heel tab up here, it's the same black leather that we have for all the overlays on the rest of the upper, but then it's got Nike stitched in, and that's in black stitching, so it might be hard to see. It's hard for me to tell if you can pick that up on camera or not, but it looks really cool. It looks like the sock liner is black and the insole is black, and it's got some dark gray Nike branding down on the insole. I don't know if you can see that. The tongue is a standard Nike Dunk tongue, just a nylon feel, and it's in a black color, of course, and it has black piping, so that all matches that nice black tag and black Nike branding there at the front. But I just think these are dope. I really like this pair of kicks, and materials feel decent. They don't feel super synthetic. They actually feel kind of soft for a Nike Dunk low. So I don't know if they tried to make these a little bit better than the norm, or maybe I'm just crazy, but they feel really nice to the touch, and I think the shoe looks dope. I think it'd be real easy to style with and everything. So I don't think, like I said, I don't think that these will get like Panda Dunk Low type hype or anything like that. I'm not expecting that, but I do think these are really good looking, and I think the more people see them, the more it'll be a shoe that they want to go out and grab. I think I was safe paying 150 bucks for them on GOAT. I think they've actually gone up a little bit since then, and the more that people find out about them here in the US, the price will probably go up some. But let me know what you think about these. Let me know if you think they're worth going after whenever they drop in the US. I'd be interested in seeing what you all have to say. But I hope you all have a great day, and I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out.